Why did you say yes to do this film? What was the reason why?
Well, why did I say yes? Of course, I always admired his works as an artist, filmmaker, and I have so much respect for him and Mr. Partovi. So when he called me and said that I have to answer within 5 minutes, I thought about many things, a lot of things, but at last I thought, whatever they do, it's going to be a work that I really want to be a part of, no matter what.
Did you think, who am I going to be in this film? Who will be there? Is it kind of dangerous for me because he's a band filmmaker?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts?
All of those thoughts. Of course, I didn't know, and no one to answer. But I mean, as I said, it was, whatever it is, it's worth. He has things to say. He has an artistic way to show it, his ideas and thoughts, and I won't be disappointed. I thought, whatever it is, it's going to be a good thing to do, a good job.
How were the circumstances during shooting? How did you go there? How did you go back home? How was it?
Well, we didn't. It was, as I said, it was in another city. It was in a villa, and we almost never went out. We was inside the villa all the time during those weeks, and we had someone. It wasn't me, but someone had the shopping and that kind of things, and we were inside and worked, and we didn't have time to go home or go out and anything. So it was an intensive period shooting inside a house.
Did you see Panayi the last days? Last week or something?
Yes, I did.
Ah, how is he?
He's good. I mean, I wish he was here. Really, I mean, it has to be very disappointing to do a job, to make a work, an artistic work, and not to be a part of showing that. But he's a strong guy. He's, I think, he's going to be all right because he is very strong. He has so much hope always, and I think that's what this film is about. It's about having hope even when you're surrounded by darkness.
Was it his villa or was it another house?
His.
Where he lives, it's his house.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you in this movie? What do you think? Or what are you? It's a metaphor, I think.
Oh, sorry. Well, she's the writer and the girl. They are two sides of two parts of a man's soul, a man's thought. The one doesn't want you to go on, to hope, to work, and the other one wants to try, to hope and do even the impossible. And he tells, I think that he wants to show that the hope survives after all.
What is the idea, the message of the movie? What was his idea? Why uses you as a person?
I think that he is. He wants to tell the story, what happens to him. It's maybe not so much about giving a message, but more about to tell us how it felt and what he went through this period of time when he couldn't work, and hopefulness or hopelessness, all those powers who attack you, which one, and he and it's so him that everything works after all, because he hopes so much.
Do you think, or did you yourself thought about any consequences, what could happen after the film, or did you have the feeling he thinks of that? What is about you and what is about him?
Of course, we did. All of us did, but I hoped that it. I thought that it's not necessary, and I hope that it's not going to be so dangerous or so risky, because he's not doing a political movie. It's just a movie, a personal movie about himself. So what I hope was that just being a part of showing how someone feels. It's not again any rules. So that's what I hoped and still do.
Yes. Yes, I think on the first view it's not against any rules. It's really a very personal film, but you can read a lot of metaphors, things like that. But I think
that is what the art does. I mean, you don't have to be so. I mean, the good art is not so. You don't say things. You show things, and you say a lot of things. You show just one thing, and you can, by that, say a lot more of things. I really hope that it does.
So you work in this house, and it was okay, it was comfortable, or did you see that they do observations or coming to control something? It was okay in this house, or how?
It was okay. You get paranoia when you think that there are people outside there looking for you, but it was okay.
For us, it's really confusing. So he can work, he's doing this great movie, sometimes he goes out. Does it mean that Iran it gets...
It means that we're... I know that it's hard for you, because here... it's... You obey the law, and law is just one thing, and you're used to train to not living so paradoxal, but we do. I think there is a lot more paradox in my country. We are strange people.
The Minister for Foreign Affairs of Iran was in Germany last week. And
was he?
Yes, he was. And he said, yes, we have problems with human rights.
Did he?
Yes, he did say. And I asked him about filmmakers and human rights. And he said, yes, we have problems with human rights, and perhaps we should be a little bit more patient and leaned back with the filmmakers in Iran. What do you think about this? I was surprised when he said this.
Yeah. No, I'm not surprised. Politicians, not only in my country, in many other countries, they stopped surprising me for many years ago. I mean, you cannot be surprised all the time. When you read history and you see what happens in the world, and you're not agree with nothing that happens in the world, not only in my country, in other countries too. So you learn to not be surprised, just to don't like, but not to be surprised.
Okay, so thank you very much.